I want $10,000 a month. That's where I got to start. That'd be phenomenal if I could figure out how to make that consistently. It's the same math. If it's $10,000 a month is what people want, then you say, okay, so what does that equal in terms of volume? Well, at 5%, that's 200,000 points. Will equal $10,000, right? So then the question is, how do I do this, right? You divide that basically. So how many executives are we talking about? Well, if you have 5,000 points each, 40 executives, right?
Yep.
So, yep, 5,000 points each. So that'd be 200,000. So how do you do 40 executives? Well, that's pretty simple. This is you, and what you do is you become a Ruby, or what do we call that now? Brand manager? I don't even know what we call it.
Executive brand
Okay,
partner.
whatever it is. So when you do that, you've got 4 executives in your front line. If they can duplicate that, and they can each go out and do 4, now you've got 20 executives right there, right?
Yep.
Just duplicate that again, you're at 40. Duplicate it again, you're at 80. And all of a
Perfect.
sudden you start going, all right, I can see how I could get to 400 executives. But it's all, network marketing is all duplication, period.
So guys, as you can see, we've got the amazing Nathan Ricks standing in front of me here in his beautiful office, overlooking the Rocky Mountains there in the distance. These are buildings that Nathan himself actually designed. So Nathan, you just showed us a quick maths there for us, which is absolutely fantastic. How's that being done in today's market? Very different to how we started, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is, and I'm not sure it's any better or worse, but the advantages today are that you can involve a lot more people a lot faster because they can join for free. The downside is when you join for free, no skin in the game, no risk in the game, easy come, easy go. So you have a lot higher turnover potentially than maybe what we had before. We didn't sponsor as many people because it cost money. Before in our other duplication model, people would spend $500, $1,000, whatever it is, to join the business and buy some packages and be ready to sponsor. Today they don't spend anything. They post. They maybe sell, $100, $200, $500, 500 points, whatever it is. So it's just different. It's a different model. I think the real trick is to take that wider net of a lot more people that come in the door, because it's a low barrier of entry. It's 0. They can just join. And how do you take people that have made a decision to join and quickly ascertain what their level of interest is? Like, what do you really want out of this? Why did you join? What are you hoping to achieve by becoming part of this venture with us, And you haven't made any investment, really. You've put in a few hours of time, you've posted, you've made a little bit of money, but what do you really want to do? And just try to have people understand where it's at. Like, why would you want to do this? Are you looking for just enough money for swimming lessons or piano lessons for your child? Or, are you looking for something bigger? You need a car payment, you want to buy a house, you want to have a better lifestyle, you want universities for kids, you want to travel. What do you want? Because this thing can deliver about anything you want it to deliver, right? So that's the key, I think, is a lot better communication, good questions and lots of listening, and trying to identify who they are. And if they say, I just need $100, $200 a month, that's all I really need from this, and go, great. Just plug into the system, plug into meetings, plug into the online stuff. Here's our private team webpage, or our Facebook page or whatever, and you can get all the information you need to just make your $200 a month right there. If somebody says, I want to make $10,000 a month, now that's a whole different level of commitment. That's a whole different level of involvement. It's a whole different level of support that you're going to render to them, but you're not going to force it on them. You've got to have the conversation and set the right parameters. You go, okay, that's great. Everybody wants to make $10,000 a month, but do you understand what that's going to take? That's going to take 200,000 points. That's going to take you finding 40 leaders in your team to make that happen. So what do you understand what that means? No, you don't. So let me tell you what that actually is going to take to do that. These people we have to create are called executives, okay? They've got to become an executive. That's the bottom line. And if they're not going to do that, then they're not really serious. And that's going to take time, energy, commitment, using a lot more products, understanding a lot more about the product line, having personal experience with a lot of the product line, and being able to duplicate that with people. That's it. It still comes down to leadership creation, which means how many LOIs, how many new executives, how many new rubies, how are you going to grow your structure? And if you can figure out a way to grow the structure, then, you're going to be a lot better off. You're going to do it quicker. And timing is important because time's your enemy. People get distracted. If things don't happen at a rate that they find exciting, then they start to look other directions and they start to go someplace else. And so it's up to us as leaders and as the upline to put together a plan that is simple, that is streamlined, that helps people get their LOI done, helps them get to executive, and can create a team. And inside that team, you're probably going to have lots of people that just want to make $200 a month. They just want to sell some product. That's fine. Just plug them into your little system, but don't spend your personal time with them. They don't need it, and you shouldn't be doing it. You need to be spending your time with the people that raise their hand and say, I'm a leader, pay attention to me. I'm going to bring the bodies. I'm going to bring the team members. I need your support and your help, and you make it happen. And, people just, for whatever reason, seem to think they're lone rangers or they can just do it on their own. Big mistake. This is not an individual sport. This is a team sport for sure. And you better utilize your team members that are around you. And if you want to hog the ball and just make all the shots and you don't want to pass the ball to anybody on your team, then you're stupid. You're wasting a lot of effort and you're wasting, your own time. You need to connect your key people to as many of your upline as possible. You need to be doing 3-way introductory calls nonstop, all day long. Introduce them to 1 level up, 2 levels up, 3 levels up, and just they're going to relate to somebody in your upline. And the more touch points you can make, the more connections you can make, the more they start to understand the business, the more they identify with somebody in the business where they can see themselves doing what that person's done, and it becomes really, really powerful.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nathan. So this is Nathan Ricks. He's each and every one of your upline leader. Nathan has been very patient and been teaching and coaching me for the last 25 years. We're up for our 25th anniversary. It's been absolutely brilliant. It's been an amazing journey, guys, and there's nothing that we don't know in this business that we can't help you with. So please reach out to us. We're here for you, aren't we, Nate?
That's right. For 2 more months.
2
Then
more
I'm
months.
retiring.
Brent's retiring. Sorry, Brent. Nathan's. I keep saying Brent. Nathan's retiring. I'm so used to working with both Nathan and Brent. So
Brent's better than I am, so use him.
right. Okay. Thanks, Nate. Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot. God bless. Bye, everybody.